What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to WWE 2K20, my career. Do me a favor and Vader bomb that like button because it's time to head into NXT. And so we have the game and Peyton Royce. What's up, Peyton?
I feel like I recognize you from somewhere.
Winterfest.
Calgary?
Oh, I know. You look just like the woman in those TV commercials for IBS. I think it's that scrunched up, miserable face you're always making.
I mean, and the makeup and the mohawk, right?
I beat you in my first match ever, remember?
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. But congrats on winning that cute little trophy. Let me know if you ever want to step up and face some real competition.
I beat you once, and I can beat you again, Peyton Royce. Wait, no match? Just wait, what? That was it? No, like, hey, let's fight right now? None of that? Okay, let's talk to the game.
I just want to reiterate that we had no intention of signing you to NXT. Possibly ever. But thanks to your friend sticking her neck out for you, that's obviously changed. So I suggest you make the most of this opportunity.
Don't end up like Colt Cabana. All he's trying to say.
I will. Wait, so are you saying your buddy X-Pac never mentioned me?
No, he did.
In a bad way.
Oh, okay. So at least you have his recommendation to go off of too.
I mean, it wasn't.
I said he mentioned you. I didn't say it was good.
Yeah. And then continue the story.
I hate these things so much.
Then why were you in such a hurry to get here?
Because I hate being late slightly more than I hate awkward social obligations. I mean, if one more person says something dumb like, look, it's red on the red carpet, I'm going to strangle
Byron!
them.
Red?
Well, there goes my opening line.
She gets a little cranky when she's nervous.
Anyway, I've been covering the WWE Hall of Fame for almost 15 years, and I've never seen anything like this. We've had individuals, tag teams, factions, families, but never a pair of best friends inducted together. This is truly a special night.
It really is, Byron. But just because our in-ring careers are over doesn't mean we can't continue to give back to the business that gave so much to us. In fact, that's why I'd like to officially announce I'm available for commentary and hosting work. So, WWE, if you're looking to freshen things up around here, then you know where to find me.
Are you trying to take my job?
What? I'd never do that. Don't be so insecure, Byron.
Okay, well, that concludes one of the most interesting red carpet interviews of all time. Live TV, everyone.
What was that?
You're welcome for taking the heat off of you. And maybe I was auditioning for a gig. You don't want to stay involved in some way?
No. When I said I was done, I meant it.
Red. Trey.
Dream.
Velveteen.
Congratulations. But just keep in mind, it's one thing to achieve your dreams, but you will never be the dream.
Great to see you too.
See? That's why I hate these things. You run into all sorts of people you have history with. That was super awkward.
Yeah? Well, at least it didn't end with someone getting knocked out like back in the day.
Here's my main problem with this whole conceit of it being in the Hall of Fame future and then having these flashbacks, is that nobody looks older. This is like 15 years past, and everyone looks the exact same as they do right now. I get it. You had a budget. You gotta stay in that budget. Making everyone look older in the cutscenes or in the matches or whatever would be weird, but they all look the exact same. They're not older. We're supposed to believe it's far in the future. Like, what?
Hey, where are you going? The show hasn't even started yet.
I don't
Ricochet.
have anything to do, so I'm leaving.
Seriously? You should stay. You never know what could happen, plus it at least gives the impression that you care.
I do care. In fact, I care too much, which is why I can't take just sitting around doing nothing while everyone else gets opportunities.
We're
All right,
still
Mike
relatively
Nellis.
new here. I think you just need to give it more time.
We've been in NXT for months and I've barely been on TV. And other than you, no one even knows who I am. It's like high school all over again, right down to having to ask permission to use the bathroom.
Who makes you do that?
Cassius Ono. Wait, is he just messing with me?
Yeah,
See? Exactly like high
he's
school.
the gatekeeper.
Look, bathroom pranks aside, I think you're overreacting.
Really? Watch this. Hey, Ricochet. Good luck with your match tonight.
Oh, thanks, Troy.
He almost got your name right. That's a start.
If that doesn't prove my point, I've also asked just about everyone on the roster to be my partner for the Dusty Classic, and they all said no. Or worse, ignored me.
Okay, fine. Maybe there's some truth to what you're saying, but I still believe it'll get better.
Do you think anyone would catch on if you disguised yourself as a man so you could be my partner?
As much as I'd love to try to pull that off, I'm focused on beating Rhea Ripley to get a shot at the NXT Women's Championship. It's gonna be tough since she still hasn't gotten over the fact that I beat her in the Mae Young Classic.
In a
But
squash.
at least you have the Mae Young Classic win. It proved you belong here. My problem is everyone thinks I'm just riding your coattails. Well, you know what? From now on, I'm gonna ride my own coattail.
What does that mean?
How do you plan on doing that?
I need to do something big to get people's attention. Something that'll change the narrative. And I need to do it tonight.
I like the fact that you're not just giving up and going home, but keep in mind, I put my reputation on the line by getting you hired here. So anything you do ultimately reflects back on me.
I understand, but you have nothing to worry about. Hey, do you know where I could get some handcuffs on short notice?
And now I'm worried.
I have, oh god, a plan.
The following contest is scheduled
Yeah.
for one fall.
One fall.
And will determine the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship.
Wait a second. What's he doing out here?
Before we get to that match, which my friend Red is gonna dominate, there's something I need to say. When I was signed to NXT, I was told to make the most of my opportunity. Well, so far, the only opportunity I've had is to sit in the back every week like some kind of glorified cheerleader, watching everyone else do their thing, while I ask myself over and over again why I'm not out here. Maybe it's because I'm not good enough in the ring, or I don't have the right look,
'Cause the game's
or
broken.
I rub someone the wrong way. Or maybe it's simply because my friend helped me get a job and no one can see me as anything other than a charity case. I could drive myself crazy trying to figure it out, but one thing's for sure. If I never get a chance to show what I'm capable of, how will anyone know if I deserve to be here or not? Luckily, there's a tournament coming up that has put countless NXT superstars on the map, the Dusty Classic. Only problem is, I've tried and tried to find a partner, and so far, all I've gotten is a bunch of no's, blank stares, and who the heck are yous? But there's one person I haven't asked yet. Someone who calls themselves the Dream. But they've never competed in the tournament named after the real Dream, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
If you will.
So I'm not leaving this ring until Velveteen Dream comes out and agrees to be my partner.
He got a bicycle.
Wait, are those handcuffs? Are you kidding me? Get this idiot out of the ring. No wonder no one wants to be his partner. This is certainly an unconventional way of doing things.
He's holding the ring hostage, folks. Velveteen Dream. Here we go.
He called out Velveteen Dream, and thankfully, here he comes. Yeah, hopefully to put an end to this mess.
So, are you gonna be my partner? Because as you can see, I'm not going anywhere until I get a yes.
He's gonna punch me, isn't he?
The Dream always keeps a spare handcuff key on his person. You never know when you might need it.
All right. Just chewing the scenery here. And
If you want the Dream to be your partner, then you need to prove yourself by beating the Dream in a match later tonight. You've got the Dream's attention, but let's see if you can keep it.
we shall see.
That was certainly unexpected, but Velveteen Dream has made a career out of defying expectations. Look, I don't care how weird that was. At least Velveteen got the moron out of the ring. Let's get back to the previously scheduled match.
Shall we? Woo! And here comes Leona Lux.
What the heck was all that?
Me riding my own coattail.
Well, maybe give me a heads up next time you're gonna hijack the show right before my match.
You got this.
Yeah. We'll see. Now, let's see if Rhea is as much of a pushover as she was the last time. Because the last time was like, I was just hitting moves and hitting moves and hitting moves, and it was whatever, man. It was real simple to win the Mae Young Classic. So, we'll see, man, if it's any different today, on this fine Monday. Welcome to the program. It's a new week. Yes, it is. So, Raw is tonight, the final show before Crown Jewel on Thursday. So, outside of Tuesday night, there's a lot of wrestling happening this week. And yes, even on Tuesday, there's an NWA Power. But, yeah, you figure Raw tonight, then Power on Tuesday, then you have your Wednesday Night Wars, then you have Crown Jewel on Thursday, and SmackDown on Friday. It's a lot of wrestling to keep track of this week, as it tends to be. Plus, AEW Dark is happening, you know. If you want to keep up on any of it, it's excessive. Anyhow. What that means for Raw, though, being the go-home show for Crown Jewel, means we're done with the Crown Jewel build. I missed that totally. Whiffed it. And that means, once Crown Jewel is in the rear view mirror, we are on the road to Survivor Series in November and back to normal. Because every time they have one of these house shows, either in Saudi or in Australia, like, it just disrupts the normal flow of pay-per-view builds, because those matches on those shows, for the most part, kind of don't matter. So, yeah. I don't see any of that really being a thing that's going to impact your stories moving forward. But hey, you never know. The Fiend could win the belt from Seth. That's a big deal, considering that Bray is on SmackDown right now. Like, that could happen. I'm not saying it will, but it could happen. Anything can happen. I don't see Cain Velasquez beating Brock Lesnar, but it could happen. Because it would be shocking, and anything can happen. Rhea Ripley. Just saying. Anything. You never know. Why didn't I punch her? What the hell was that? What the heel was that? It's all just kind of a mess. Kind of a mishmash mess. Pick her up. I'm hitting up on the analog stick, and it's like, nah, son. You ain't hitting nothing. Eat that powerbomb. The power of Leona Lux. Only a 1 count on that first pinfall of the match. And I'm at 72%. 79%. Rhea Ripley going into the corner. Or not. Or, yep, alright, sure. Let's try it again. Nope. Didn't happen again. But that puts us in prime position to hit our maneuvers, because Rhea here has, well, alright, she gained back a reversal. That sucks, because this might get reversed, but we're going to give it a shot here and say, Rhea, you can get Lux down. And Rhea, just for you, we're going to try hitting that red alert tombstone pinfall. 1, 2. Hold on. I have instructions. I almost missed them. Rhea
answers with a decisive big kick. Looks like that rocked Red. Red counters with a super kick. Both women are down.
Wait, no! Both shoulders are down.
Hold on. Both women's shoulders are on the mat when the ref counted 3. That's on 2. Can we get some kind of official ruling on this?
who's the number 1 contender?
I don't think we have one. Well, obviously, Rhea Ripley and Red both believe they won and deserve the title opportunity, so I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens next. What else could go wrong tonight?
Everything. But now it's time for me to fight the Velveteen Dream. And here we go. Can the Attack Slug put away the Velveteen Dream? Baby. Dream over. So, the only real news story kind of bubbling up at the moment is all this stuff with the Jordan Miles t-shirt down in NXT, speaking of NXT. So if you have not been following this t-shirt debacle, back when they rushed NXT onto TV a month ago, and they were like, oh man, a bunch of our talent does not have any merchandise because they haven't been on TV, so why have shirts for them? So they rushed out like 20 or 30 shirts for people about a month ago on their Shop Zone website. And the majority of them were kind of rushed and uninspired. And, you know, here's a logo on a black t-shirt because wrestling. And that's what wrestling fans buy, is black t-shirts. Whatever. If you want to blame anyone for that, blame the Austin 316 shirt and the original NWO shirt. Because those shirts are the best-selling wrestling shirts of all time. Nevertheless, that shirt was a thing with his logo on a black t-shirt. And then he's like, wait, that's kind of racist, right? If you look at it from that perspective, then yes, that shirt being that logo on a black t-shirt, yes, looks racist, right? But was that the intention? Because it was a bunch of lazily slapped together logos on a bunch of black t-shirts because they were rushing because of the TV deal, right? That to me is like, alright, I'm not sure it was intentional. However, now WWE has put out a statement saying, oh, we had the approval of the wrestler. And I'm like, how many stories in the past 5 years have we heard of wrestlers, both on NXT and the main roster, saying that, yeah, I had no idea about that merch until I saw it being sold in the shop? Like, they have a blanket level of approval, saying, yeah, alright, you know, you can make merch with my name on it, because that's the blanket level of approval. You kind of have to have that to work your business, right? But not every talent is individually approving every single piece of merch. And even if we believe WWE on face value for that particular statement, right? The fact that he could have seen that logo by itself and not thought, oh, they're going to put that on a black t-shirt. Thought, you know, alright, it'd be fine on literally any other color t-shirt. It wouldn't have been a problem. It wouldn't have looked, you know, that way. So, I don't know, man. That's the big hubbub over the weekend, was that. And it's like, yeah, no, I can see how that would look racist, right? But at the same time, I don't believe WWE saying, oh no, we had the approval of the talent. And I'm like, did you though? Because like, Becky, Neville, Ambrose were all saying, hey man, I had no idea about this shirt until it was already out and being sold. And that's happened time and time again. So I don't believe necessarily that he approved that. I don't think he would have had he seen the final design. And also, everything they did for those shirts, for those 30 guys or girls, were so rushed that I don't think any of them saw it until it was already on sale. And a lot of them, when they were on sale, complained about it on Twitter. Like, it's not, yeah, it's a whole mess. That whole thing is a mess on every single level. But they were like, oh, and by the way, nobody bought any. So I'm like, well, yeah, you're not on TV, and it's a boring t-shirt to begin with. Of course, nobody bought any. You didn't put any effort into it whatsoever. So that part, not surprising. Anyhow, that's the t-shirt debacle for Jordan Miles, who again hasn't been on TV in like 2 months. So, Dream here though, just trouncing me, as he should at this juncture in my career. Back body drop. Oh, the famouser from Velveteen Dream, who is now out of reversals, but so am I. And he needs to have red health? Are you kidding me? I don't want to watch any cutscenes again, if I could possibly help it. Please, don't make me do it. Please. So let's try to get this thing situated. I hit triangle there, I swear to you. I hit it. It happened. But Dream is not done with the slug just yet. Come on, man. Let me hit a reversal here. Come on. No prompts, nothing. I have it. Ah, really with this? Really? Dream is just, you know, being Dream. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Use your reversals. I have my payback, which is finisher. Aha! Clothesline him. There we go. And now, I have a finisher. And you can get hit with that Salt Shaker. 2 point. Whoa, yeah. Objective complete. Standing strike with Dream in the ring. Let's do that. Boom. Gut kick. Suplex. Blocked.
Trey setting up for a suplex, but Velveteen blocks it twice. Velveteen Dream hits the neck breaker. Maybe you'll find a partner next year, pal.
This ain't over.
And now he's going to the top. This might be
Here we go. Gotta move here. You gotta move.
Do it, Dream.
Woo.
Purple Rainmaker. Thankfully, this is all over.
Dream
Come
over.
on, cover him. What's the holdup?
Don't be showboating and grandstanding. Don't be showboating and grandstanding and hot dogging. What
What's Velveteen
the
doing?
hell?
Tell the referee to count. Velveteen Dream is letting Trey win.
You gotta be kidding me.
What just happened there? That is some finger poke of doom nonsense. What just happened there?
What the heck is he thinking?
I
Why
don't-
did you do this? Maybe Velveteen
Wow.
wanted to be Trey's partner after all.
Who knows with Velveteen, but that guess is as good as any.
I can't believe it. This Dream just turned into an absolute nightmare. Velveteen's confusing actions aside, you're looking at the newest team to enter the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
What just happened? I'm so confused. And backstage we have Red, we have Heavy Machinery, I'm coming, and we have the Velveteen Dream. But that will have to wait until tomorrow. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos on this channel every day. See you then, and I'm out.
Welcome back to a special live edition of Women Who Fight, recapping everything we just saw at Evolution, where Red completed her improbable run by defeating Rhea Ripley to win the Mae Young Classic. Kit, I seem to remember you being pretty confident that Rhea Ripley was going to win the whole thing.
Well, I also seem to remember you thinking Io Shirai was going to win it. At least my predicted winner made it to the finals.
Okay, so we were both wrong. Okay, but let's talk about what this means for Red going forward.
Okay.
The Mae Young trophy's nice, but you have to assume the even bigger prize she earned tonight was a WWE contract.
Well, yeah, more specifically an NXT contract. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an announcement regarding that very soon.
Based on the success of previous winners, Kairi Sane and Toni Storm, I don't think it's crazy to think that Red could capture championship gold in the very near future.
Whoa, take it easy there. She doesn't even have a deal yet as far as we know. And besides, didn't you learn your lesson on wrongly predicting the winner of the Mae Young Classic?
I'm just saying, Kairi Sane won the NXT Women's Championship less than a year after winning the first Mae Young Classic, and then Toni Storm won the NXT UK Women's Championship only a few months after she won last year's Mae Young. There is data to back this up.
Okay, but just because it happened for those women doesn't mean it will happen for Red.
Well,
I think you're getting way ahead of yourself.
Okay, we'll revisit this at a later date and see if I was right. Until then, let's get back to discussing an amazing show.
Good match against Velveteen Dream last week, Troy. Thanks, Ricochet.
Mae Young Classic winner. That was awesome. And do you know what this is going to do for me and my school? I'm updating the website right now with some revised rates. I mean, not to take anything away from what it means for your career, but, you know, the fact that I trained the winner of the Mae Young Classic, that's good for business. Anyway, congrats, Red. You're on your way. Oh, and, Send me a picture of you with the trophy when you get a chance. I'll edit myself standing next to you if that's cool. All right, later.
Don't you know?
So, I heard my sign in our hometown was either hit with a very localized hailstorm, or the more likely scenario, it was vandalized. Do you or your loser friend Trey know anything about that? Because if I can prove that you had anything to do with it, there will be severe consequences. Anyway, I need to get back to training. I'm going to pretend my sparring partner is you and slap the crap out of her. Later!
Don't worry, you'll get yours soon enough, Brooklyn Von Braun. Maybe you would have won this 2 years ago if some idiot hadn't passed you up in LA. You earned it. Congrats. Thanks, X-Pac. Been watching your progress since we crossed paths at that indie show. Amazing match. You're on your way to big things. Thanks, later.
Red, it's your old pal, Baron Blade. I'm gonna skip all the congratulatory crap and cut right to the chase. We all know what will happen next. WWE is gonna offer you a contract, but what if, and just hear me out, you swerved the entire industry and signed with BCW? Just think about the shockwaves that would send throughout the business and what it could do for both of us. Controversy creates cash, baby. Anyway, you have my number. Let's make it happen.
All right, Vince Russo. Baron Blade ruins everything.
Hey, I'll make this quick because I don't know how many minutes you have left on your track phone, but I just wanted to tell you in case you somehow missed all the coverage. I won my fight last night! 10-0 now, and my career is really taking off. I'm starting to get talk show appearances, commercial offers. I even got an album deal in Brazil. Here's a preview of my first track. Hot head red, hot head red, hot head red, hot head red. Pretty good, right? Later.
Lose my number, please. I hate you. Just got out of meetings since your number one contender match had no winner. You're going to face Rhea and Candice in triple threat next week for the belt. Contract signing will be tonight. And those always go so well in wrestling. Heard I'm facing you and Rhea at TakeOver. Look forward to picking up where we left off back in LA.
Coleman, did you happen to catch NXT last week?
I never miss it. I like to watch and say, yep, better than that guy. Oof, better than that loser. Way better than that turkey.
Sounds like a fun way to watch the show.
It is. But there is one guy there who is pretty awesome. I can't remember his name, though. Rhymes with Fanny. Looks like he's about 17.
Oh, you mean Manny?
No, but that's close. Maybe it was Nanny or Granny. Nah, it'll come to me.
Anyway, I wanted to ask what you thought about Trey hijacking the show and calling out Velveteen Dream. Kind of reminded me of when we invaded NXT a couple years back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when we did it, we had super cool costumes from my Uncle Don's costume shop in Syracuse, New York. You're welcome, Uncle Don.
Well, our little stunt in NXT kind of backfired with Triple H and Baron. But so far, it looks like it's working out for Trey because he ended up getting Velveteen to be his partner for the Dusty Classic.
Cranny! That's it!
That's definitely not it. Your thoughts on Trey?
He's a loudmouth, and all he cares about is his look and doing whatever he can to entertain the crowd. Hey, how about you focus on winning a match, you turkey?
Okay, I feel like you're trying to make turkey into a thing, but it's not really happening.
That's exactly what a turkey would say.
Ugh.
Fair. Peace.